Hey, what's up, family? What's up? All right, so I'm in the garden today and I'm actually staking bell pepper trees because in this garden, bell pepper trees grows 8 feet. So you got to make sure you stake them properly. I'm going to use this metal stake for today, but I'm going to remove it because I got to cut some pieces of stick that I can stake them down in the ground, like what I have going on there already, because the pepper tree them is growing so fast and they're producing so much. You have to take the time out and stake them now, because if you don't stake them, you will lose a lot of pepper. You're gonna lose a lot of limb, gonna just pop. And bell pepper limb is one of the easiest pepper limb to break. So what I'm doing today, I'm actually staking, ponging stake down in the earth that I can tie the pepper trees them on the stake. So if the rain come or the wind blow, they could be protected. So this is a stake, this is like, I gotta use 5 and 6 feet stake, man. That's to tell you the type of pepper tree I grow here. Yes guys, so basically what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna take this string and I'm gonna tie it up because, man, listen me, these pepper tree grow so massive, and the thing about it is the pepper them grow so big and heavy, so you really have to make sure you stake down these things. I gotta get a few more steak. Yes. So let me turn the camera around. So yes, guys, what I'm actually doing here, I'm actually staking the pepper trees, because if you see what's going on, these pepper trees are very, very tall peppers. If you notice, you're gonna see how tall these pepper trees. And the thing about it, this spreads. They don't just go tall. Okay, I see a slug on this one here. Okay, see a slug. All right, right. They don't just only grow tall, they also spread out. So when they spread out, I got to come and I got to put stake in all angles, because if I don't do that, look at this one. This one was staking right here. It's already bypassed the stake. So now I got to get a taller stake to put right here, because you see, it passed the stake already and it's going up. So now I need this. This one is 6 feet tall right now. This one here is 6 feet tall, and believe it, it now start growing. And if you notice, it have peppers right up to the top, right to the top. This is a really good breed of pepper. This is a pepper that I've been growing for years, and these pepper trees don't stop produce, guys. They don't stop. Let me just show you what's going on here. Look, you still have, you see all this is pepper, and while it's growing, it producing pepper. That's what I love with these pepper. They produce from the bottom, goes right up to the top. That's what I love about these pepper. So, and this is the the size. You see the size of this thing? Look how it's spread out there. That's the size of it. So now what I'm actually doing today, I'm gonna get some more steak, because if I don't do it, I'm gonna lose a lot of pepper. And I don't have my machete, or I would go down in the bush and I would get some of them steaks, cut some steak. And one thing you don't want to underestimate, and you don't want to tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow, because sometimes when you procrastinate, you lose out a whole lot. You see what I'm saying? You lose out a whole lot, because you might say, all right, you know what? I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then guess what? A shower of rain come and destroy everything. So you got to be careful. I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to take this one. Usually, I don't want to use metal, but I don't have my machete, and I'm not procrastinating, because I know what can happen if a shower or rain come. And these are my bell pepper tree that grows. Last year was 8 feet tall. So this year, I'm trying to beat 8 feet tall. But in order for me to do that as well, I gotta make sure that I stake out these pepper. All right, let me put the give me a minute, you guys. Okay. See, these are the length of stake. This stake is 6 feet tall. Yeah. Okay. So that's a post I now put this. So the thing about it, I have to continue. I got to keep putting the post. Then while they're growing, I got to keep putting the post, because like I was now saying, they spread out. They spread out real wide, and they also grow pretty tall. So I'm gonna get a string for this one. All right. So this one is for welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Thank you guys. Hey Mike, what's up? Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys. This is a post, but I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna put it over by the one over there, because the one over there is 7.5 feet tall right at this moment. So let me stake this, let me put this. Gardening is some work, you know, guys. If you want to be productive in this thing, your garden, you have to put in the work, I'm telling you. But I don't mind putting in the work, because when harvest time comes, it's very rewarding. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you something. When you staking them, or when you tying them, you got to be careful when you staking these pepper. Especially when you staking big pepper trees like these. You got to be careful. When you staking them, you want to make sure, wait, hold on. You want to make sure that there's some room. There's some room between the pepper and the stake. You want to, so if the wind blow, it can move. You don't want to have it too tight, because if you have it too tight, what could happen, it could pop the limb. So you want to give them room when you're tying them. You see this one? I'm giving them space, I'm giving them room to that they could have play. So these plants, in a few days, they're gonna bypass this post in a few days. Then I will have to get more stake, because now they're spreading. All these limbs gonna be like these, they're gonna be spreading out. So now I gotta make sure that I come with more stake and put them around there, because these are massive bell pepper tree, man. These tree ain't no joke, guys. Let me show you the result of these pepper. This is one of them right here, and you could see how heavy and big this thing is. I had also put a stake here because it was falling to the ground. These plants would be way taller, but something come and bite off their top. But if you see them, they're still coming up, and watch, look, and you're gonna see how much pepper they have on inside. These things be pepper like I'm telling you. This is a really good breed of pepper, guys. Look how much pepper it have, and these are young pepper, and then it's down to the bottom, it have pepper. It have pepper over there, so all this in every different stage. And then look at this one limb here. This one limb here is loaded with pepper. This is the same tree. This is the same tree. And this is the same tree here. And look, you have pepper down here from the bottom. You have pepper coming all the way up there. If you notice, you have young one coming. It even have pepper to the top. And it also have young one and blossom to the top. This is how these pepper produce. Now, there's ways to grow pepper. And there's ways to grow pepper successfully, right? Pepper love organic matter. Pepper does not like too much synthetic. They love organic matter. Feed them with organic matter and they will produce for you. They will grow huge for you and produce so much. You know my pepper I already have. It's already from this tree. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. If you on your phone, double tap the screen, hit that like button, guys. I'm giving you live and direct here, man. Hit that like button. I will appreciate it. All right, because I have a tree. I have a plant over here. I got to put a stake to now. This pepper tree is 7.5 feet tall at this moment. And I'm giving you guys it live. So at least, you could at least hit the thumbs up. Because, yeah, I'm giving live. All right? Okay. So now we have a stake here and we're going over here now. We already put some stake in the ground here, which is good for now. I prefer to put the wood, but right now I'm using the metal because I don't want a shower rain to come and take this thing down. Then I'm gonna be disappointed because I also trying to get them to that 8 feet this year. All right, this is the next one here, and this one I already put the stake right there. But this one is also loaded with pepper. This bell pepper tree is also loaded with pepper. But like I said, guys, when you stake in them, you have to give them room. You see, watch. You cannot tie them too tight. You got to give them room so when the wind blow, they have some type of play. Because if you tie them too tight, any situation, they just pop. Look what's going on here. This is exactly why I'm here staking my peppers them, right? This one break from the top of one of those trees over there. But usually when they break, what I do, I just push them down in the ground and they just regrow. All right, I don't know if I wait too late, but I put this here, hopefully it's gonna grow. Maybe if the rain start coming, maybe it might just grow because the soil is a little dry. But this is how I do it. Once my limb pop, I chuck it in the soil and it just start growing. All right, so you could try that too as well. So now, this is a cayenne pepper right here, guys. And this pepper tree is 5 feet tall at this moment. The cayenne pepper is 5 feet tall. Hey, how you doing? Salute, salute, salute. Yes, this one is 5 feet tall at this moment. So what is going on in this garden now? We're not just getting one set of pepper, getting to 5 feet, 6 feet. We're getting all different type of pepper now, going to these stages. Look at this one. This is a monkey face pepper. Let me stand off and let you see how wide the tree is. And it's growing. This, I'm guarantee you, this pepper tree gonna be at least 6 feet, maybe 7 feet tall. This pepper tree, and it just spreading out. Okay, now this is a pepper tree also, and as we notice, this one here is 7 feet plus tall, 7.5 feet tall. Okay? Yes. You see that? You see that monkey pepper, Mike? Is massive. Okay. I need a blocks to put this camera on. Hold on, guys. Okay. I need this blocks. I gotta go over here for this blocks. I wanna show you guys what I'm doing. Because I think when you see what I'm doing, you understand more of what I'm talking about. So today, we just working on the bell peppers. We just staking out, not just the bell peppers, all the peppers. Because as far as we see, everything is getting tall. Okay, am I seeing, hold on. Okay. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. You're getting it live and direct. Hit that like button. I will truly appreciate it. All right. Now, this pepper tree now I'm going and walk on here is definitely almost 8 feet tall. 8 feet tall. If you notice, you're gonna see I have a stake here already, but the tree is getting so wide. You see, the tree is getting so wide. Now, I got to bring a stake out here now that I can hold up these limbs, because if you not hold up these limbs, what's gonna happen when they start to load up with pepper, they're gonna pop. So now I got to bring this out here. Okay. Now we have this stake here. Now we can tie this limb right here. We still need more stake. We still need a stake here. We still need another stake here, which I'm gonna be. Yeah, so now as you can see, guys, I now put down the stake. I need more stake, because this is gonna be a massive tree. This is gonna be at least maybe a 9 feet pepper tree. It's already 7.5 and it still have time. So this is gonna be at least a 9 feet pepper tree. So now you have to make sure that you stake this pepper tree right. Let nature, hey, love your child. All right, thank you, appreciate it. Appreciate it, thank you, appreciate it. All right, so if you're new here, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because we have a lot going on here and we show a lot of it live. Now I'm going on for next stake, because this one pepper tree, could you imagine? One pepper tree, you got to put at least 6 stake around, tall stake around. Man, listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. This garden is a natural garden, organic. We don't use no farm of, no chemical, but the garden, everything natural, and the production is amazing. So this channel is to motivate and show you guys that this thing works. So I'm going and get another steak. I'm coming right back, guys. Okay, so we have another steak. So now we're gonna put this steak over here. You see, over here. All this steak we gotta give one pepper tree. Could you imagine? So we're gonna put this one over here. So when these brands push out, they have something to tie up. Okay. So far, we have 4 steak. So far. And we still need more. Because I'm telling you that this pepper tree gonna be one massive pepper tree. I'm telling you that. This pepper tree gonna be one massive pepper tree. Because right now it still have an young pepper and blossom. So this pepper tree, it still have a lot of time. You see what I'm saying? And it's still growing. That's the good thing about it. Still growing. The secret to growing peppers. Peppers love organic matter. That's what pepper love. Feed them with organic matter and they do not like too much water. And they love to be in the hot sun. Remember that. I'm giving you to the secret to grow massive bell pepper tree. So now, what we got to do now, we got to get some string and we got to start tying up these plants. Because it's important to tie them up because like I now mentioned, I now show you a limb that pops with peppers on top of that limb. So if you don't tie them up, you're gonna have problem. And if you notice, all my pepper trees, them is massive. All of them is massive. So let me give you a little tour and some of my peppers so far. Let me give you a little tour of some of my peppers. This is just some of them. All right, this one, it's an hot pepper. I think it's Trinidad hot pepper. I never planted before. This is my first time planting this pepper, but I'm kind of thinking it almost look like the monkey face pepper. The leaf, the guy tell me it's a Trinidad pepper, but the leaf look kind of familiar with the monkey face pepper. But this is a hot pepper, and this pepper tree also would have been way taller, but something was biting off the top. Now the pepper tree it just growing. This is the cayenne pepper, also growing pretty tall at this moment. All of them is tall, every one of them. Now let me check out the monkey pepper leaf. I want to see if they're the same. They have a resemblance. Yeah, they have a very close resemblance, but I'm not sure. But this one is a monkey pepper, and this thing it ain't 5 feet yet, but we know it's 4 feet already. This one here is 4 feet, and oh, I'm getting a ripe one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ain't this beautiful, guys? Ain't this beautiful? Oh wow, you see? Now I have to stake this up. Because if I ain't stake this up, this whole limb gonna pop and drop to the ground. So I have to stake it up. Look again here. Look this one. Look at next limb here. You see this limb? This limb coming right over here and it's loaded with pepper. And you see what happened? It's going down underground. So this is why I now have to come and stake them. Because if I ain't stake them, I'm gonna be losing a lot of pepper. Man, so pissed off I ain't get my matcha here today with me. Because if I had a machete, I would have been going down. I would have been going down here. I don't have it on me. I would have been going down here and get some of these steaks. Because I'm telling you, I cannot leave these pepper like that. Because if I leave them, what's gonna happen? A shower rain come and that's it. They pop and they fall on the ground, and just like that I lose peppers. So I'm not trying to have that situation. So this is why I'm here today, and what I'm doing, I'm staking the peppers them so I don't have to have that problem. So yes guys, down here, let me see. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm new to gardening in the US. All right, okay, well sis, you at the right place. And if you, especially if you're trying to grow a natural garden, you at the right place, because this is what we do. We grow everything natural. We don't add any kind of stuff to our soil, so we grow everything natural. So now I definitely need a few more posts, because like I said guys, you don't know. It happened to me many times. It happened to me several times where, okay, I'm taking this one. It happened to me several times where I procrastinate, and then when I come back, all the peppers them break down, fall on the ground. So I learn from my mistake. So I'm not procrastinating. All right, let me put the phone up here that I can get this steak. When you get having big trees like these, big pepper trees like these, you cannot procrastinate. Okay? By the time you take to procrastinate, you're gonna lose a lot. Okay. So now I'm going to put this, because I want to hold up. This limb need to, this limb over here need to hold up. This is very important, guys. Very important. I'm gonna bring it wrong here to show you what I did. So now, because of what I did now, I actually saving peppers, right? So let me show you now what I did. Okay, let me go around here and I'm show you what I did, right? Now what I actually did, I put the steak down. I put this stake down, and if you notice, I tied the limb. Remember, this limb was hanging down to the ground a few minutes ago, right? But what I did now, if you notice, I tied the limb up here. Now, this limb gonna hold up the pepper and save all these pepper. Now, I need a next one for this. And I also need a next one for this. You see? So it's about protecting your pepper limb, because if you don't do that, look the amount of pepper these things have on. It's gonna pop. Then the stake now is tall enough. As you can see, the stake is tall enough. So now what you're gonna do when these grow, these gonna end up able to tie on the stake. So the stake now gonna get, let me see this. What are you doing here? Let me see, this one here. You put that one there and you tie them. So basically, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Staking your pepper plant. Now, I have to tie them. I got to get string. I got to tie them up. But this is very important, especially when you're growing big 7, 8, 9 feet pepper trees. You have to stake them and you have to tie them. And at the end of the day too, guys, you don't wanna, when you're doing gardening, number one, when you're doing gardening, there's no way your pepper should ever empty. From the time the pepper tree start producing, it should never empty. It should produce right through until you hit the frost. When you hit the frost, then we understand. Other than that, it should be an ongoing process. And I'm telling you, the key to that is growing your food natural. If you grow your pepper natural, I guarantee you, you're gonna see the production that I'm getting. You're gonna be seeing pepper trees 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall. You don't see these things. The only place you see that is at Planter Garden TV, because Planter Garden TV grow his things a certain way. He not interested in chemical. He not interested in nothing to spray his plant. He not interested in anything to, what he use. Let me give you a prime example of the things I use, right? All these weeds is what come out my garden. That's what come out my garden. What I do, I pile them up here and I allow them to break down. When they break down, I'm gonna put them back into the garden. This is how I feed my plant. Let me show you again how I feed my plant and what I feed my soil with. You see what's going on here? These are the things I feed my soil with. I bury them in the garden, and this is what produces these kind of food forests. Naturally grown food. You understand? And the result is just amazing. Everything is tall, everything growing tall, everything producing in abundance. You see? Look at this cassava tree, man. I gotta watch this cassava tree, man. This cassava tree, it's about 10 feet tall right at this moment. So with cassava grow from their stalk. So this gonna be a lot of cuttings I can get to regrow. Do you guys know about yam? Is anyone here know about yam? Well, this is yam vines. This is yam vines. This is yam vines I have. This is yam I have growing. I have Edos growing. I have Dashin growing. So this is what it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this live, because this live is about staking pepper trees, and I give you guys some really valid information, because this is what I do and I'm showing you live and direct. Look at this pepper tree here, right? This pepper tree is 7.5 feet tall, and to the top of it, it have peppers. Right to the top, it have peppers. It also have peppers down to the bottom. Everywhere it have pepper, everywhere. So now these pepper tree don't stop produce. These pepper tree produce, they never empty. They always have peppers, they always have flowers, and I'm gonna show you here. This is what's going on here. Look over here. This limb is full, that limb is full, this limb is full. And what's going on here? It have small little peppers growing, and it also have baby peppers with blossom. So these trees they never empty. They produce right up to the fall. And while you harvesting, this is the monkey face pepper. Check it out. Yeah, this is the monkey face pepper. The more you harvest is the more you see. You see? So now I'm gonna show you the same thing with the cayenne pepper, right? You have cayenne pepper growing, you have small baby one growing, and you have flowers. So they have every stage. They have every stage on there. So they not stop producing until the frost. Same thing over here. Let me show you over here. Same thing. I'm telling you the secret to this. The secret to this is growing your food natural. That is the secret. Growing them natural. So when you grow them natural, anything is possible. Because you're not adding nothing to your soil. Let me see. How old are your pepper trees? Well, these pepper trees, I think I sowed the seeds them it's February. I think it's February. January, February, around there I sowed the seed. I transplant them out in March. Yes, I transplant them out in March. And right, this is what's going on now. So let me see, February, March, April, May, June, July. So right now, they're 5 months old. 5 months old, right at this moment. Yeah, so now I was showing you just now. I'm showing you have a ripe pepper. It have smaller pepper. Then when you come up, you see smaller pepper. Then when you look to the top, you see flowers. So these trees never stop producing. And if you follow this channel, you're gonna see for yourself that in the ending of November, these pepper trees still have on pepper when the frosts come. All right? I don't know. This pepper is tempting me so much to pick it, man. So much. But I want to see the whole thing turn red. But it's tempting me so much to pick it. But this is a beautiful pepper, and I will love to get the seed from this pepper. So I want this pepper to fully ripe before I harvest it. You see what I'm saying? But it's ready. It's ready. I can imagine the taste, the flavor that comes from this. So this is beautiful pepper, massive, beautiful pepper. Yeah. So yes, guys. The thing about it too, with this pepper, you don't have to wait until they're ripe to pick them. So you could pick them green as well. Yeah, you ain't gotta wait until they're ripe. You could pick them green. And sometimes if you pick them on the new moon, you see for the new moon, picking them on the new moon, man, they struck the heat that comes from them, man. On a new moon, try picking your pepper on a new moon, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You see, I have okra, fresh okra. Very tasty, man. All right, so let me give you an idea. So this limb here, if you see this limb here, this limb gonna get, when it start to get pepper, we're gonna happen, the limb gonna come down. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna tie this limb right here for now. Just tie it right here on this stick for now. Okay, so now even this pepper tree, right? Even this pepper tree still need at least, it need a stake here. You're gonna need a stake here. It's gonna need a next stake here. And I'm trying to put one there and the next one there. So look the amount of stake I gotta put on these pepper tree, guys. Look at the amount of stake I gotta put on these pepper tree. But I'm grateful, man. So yes, guys, for the people who new to this channel, I believe you are at the right place, especially if you into growing your food natural, because we teach everything and we show everything. We don't hide, we show all the progress, we show all the struggle, we show all of that, because we want you to see what we're doing, especially for the new gardeners who struggling and trying to learn something. We here willingly sharing this information. And all we asking for is a thumbs up. Sharing this type of information. Give the video a thumbs up. I will appreciate it. Okay. I gotta reroute. You gotta keep rerouting these pumpkins, because if you don't reroute them, they're gonna end up all over where you don't need them. So you gotta keep rerouting them. So right now I'm just walking, I'm checking to make sure that they're doing well and they're not. Okay, that's the next one coming there. Yeah, you see this one going this way. It's trying to go out the garden, so I got to bring it back that way. So my job in nowhere close to finish. All right, we have a next one coming here, which is wonderful. God, this one, man, look at this one, guys. This one is just getting massive. Okay. So yes, guys, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for your support. Anyone have any question about pepper trees? Because the topic today was about pepper trees. Do you have any question about pepper trees? If you have, let me see. I gave the video a thumbs up and I subscribe. All right. Let nature. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Because what I'm doing, I'm giving valid information, man. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. So yes, guys. Now I feel more better now. I feel better now knowing what I did today. What I did today, I come out and I stake up the peppers them. I put stake around them. Even though I already have stake around them, I know I need more because the pepper trees them, they spread out. They spread out, and then when they spread out, and guess what? Bell pepper tree is one of the easiest pepper limb to break. You see, the bell pepper tree, the limb is very easy to break. So you don't want to procrastinate when come and stake in the peppers then. Because if you procrastinate, I'm telling you, a shower of rain could come and you could come and you could see all your peppers on the ground. You see, so this is why I come out today and I try my best to get as much as possible tied up, even though I still have more to do. But at least I come out and I did something, and what I did made me feel good, because if a shower of rain come, I have more confidence that it's not going to do anything, no damage to the plant. You see? You see this one already braced up there. But like I say, guys, always remember, you have to give them some room. You cannot just tie them tight. You see, look, this one. This one, I had also tie this one here. Because if I ain't tie it, it's gonna break. Especially some wind or the rain is gonna break. So this is very important. Staking your pepper is very important. And as you can see, this is not small pepper. This is huge pepper tree. So there's no way you could tell yourself you're not staking them. I mean, you could if you're not looking for peppers from the plants. You see, these are pumpkin, but you got to catch yourself rerouting them, because if you don't reroute them, they're gonna go where they want to, and I don't want them to go where they want to, because if you allow them, they will choke up all your plants. They will run through your garden and choke up everything. So it's something we got to pay attention to. Look, another one here. This is a cayenne pepper as well, and this one need a stake as well. I got to put a stake to this one. I'm so happy that I stake up this one, because a shower of rain, I'm telling you, it would have popped the whole limb. So now I have more confidence that it's not going to go anywhere. You see? It's not going to go. This one needs staking up. Because these plants also does get to 6 feet tall. So you know, 6 feet tall, you know what is 6 feet tall. Because meaning they're taller than a lot of people. Because a lot of people is not 6 feet tall today. Even this one here, everything look like it's growing good. Yes, definitely. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, everything is definitely growing good. Um, Basically now we set up ourselves now because now is basically harvest time. We're gonna be doing is more harvest now. You see? We already put in all the work. We already put in all the work. We put in a lot of work planting. We put in a lot of work taking care of the plants then. Now is actually harvest time. So we're gonna just be harvesting from time to time. And the way that I plant my garden in a way that everything is not gonna ripe the same time. Because when everything right the same time, it can be very challenging. You see what I'm saying? So you got to know how to stage your planting. So everything will not come in the same time. Are you able to grow all year? Well, the fall hit when it come to November, the weather change in November. So in November you have to, I don't grow fall garden. I don't grow fall garden. What I do, I grow from spring. I plant from spring to summer. And then after that, I'm only harvesting. So what I do in the fall, I work on the soil in the fall. So like all these weeds that break down, I'm gonna be adding them back in the soil, in the spring, in the fall, and wait for the spring to come and plant them. I don't do fall garden. I try to grow a certain type of food, like the eddos, the dashi, the yam, the pumpkin. I try to grow a certain type of food that I can store. So during the fall, I have food to eat. You see? And what I'm doing in the fall, I'm preparing the soil for the spring. So I don't grow all year round, but I try to grow as much that can last me for the next year. Yes, guys. So right now these are eddos, and with these eddos is getting ready to harvest. Pretty soon, all this thing going down here is getting ready to harvest. So this is eddos getting ready to harvest. Pepper start coming in, pumpkin coming in. You know what I'm saying? Dashing coming in. A lot of things coming in. So this is how we do it. We set it up in the spring, and then we plant a certain type of food. And that certain type of food will last us straight through the fall. Then we store whatever we got to store, and then we get ourselves walking the soil, preparing the soil for the spring, and that's basically it. Yes. So I just want to say again, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this journey today on my food forest. I hope you guys enjoy it because, man, it's a beautiful sight, man. And you know what, guys? It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, but it's rewarded. Takes a lot of work, but it's rewarded. Very rewarding. And I'm telling you, walk on your soil. Instead of you fight Walk on your soil in the spring, in the fall. Get your soil going in the fall, so by the time the spring hit, the plant will be, the soil will be ready for the plant. So you don't want to wait till spring. You don't want to wait till springtime that you now start to fix in your soil. No, you fix your soil in the fall and just let it rest. And when it rests, in the spring, it's gonna be ready. So you see down here too, we have pumpkin growing down here too like crazy. Pumpkin pushing themselves everywhere down here. We have pumpkin all the way down here. These pumpkin gonna be running like wildfire in a minute. As you see coming here, pushing themselves all the way down there. So these pumpkin gonna be running up the whole area in pretty soon. By the next month, down here gonna full with pumpkin vines. Yes. So yes, guys. Let me let you hear the song of nature before I close in, man. Listen to the song of nature, guys. Listen to the song of nature. Yes. Let the song of nature. You hear the song? Beautiful song. Beautiful song, guys. Beautiful sight. Beautiful song. Nature in action. Yes. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming out. You guys have, nature is so beautiful. Definitely. Nothing is beautiful as nature. Don't care what we do. We could make, we could create, we could try to create natural scene. As less is not corresponding with nature, it could never be nature. Or it could never be like nature. Nature is it, man. So what the greatest thing, guys, is observing nature and apply the same method nature used. If you observe nature and you apply what nature used, now look at nature, right? Look between the trees. What nature do? The trees drop their leaf and the leaf fall on the ground and the leaf break down, and what happened? It feed back the trees. If you notice, in my garden you're going to be seeing a lot of weeds that I refuse to take out because I already know the benefit of these weeds in the garden. Them same weed gonna, in the fall, they're gonna break down and go back to the soil. And this is what you wanna do. You wanna create your soil natural, so you ain't gotta worry about these type of thing we put in our soil and mess up our soil. Then we gotta fight to try to change it back. It ain't a good idea. Oh wow, these banana pushing up, man. This is one banana. That's the next one coming up right there. Wow. Soon there'll be a lot of banana in this fruit forest, man. Yes, and you see these pumpkin here? If you notice, they come from over there. And they come over here. So now I gotta stay them down. So it's like, you just gotta be active in your garden, guys. You just gotta be active. If you want great result, you gotta be active. Over here again, this is more food. This is more food here. All this is arrows, I'm not sure. You know what, since I'm here, let me pick some callaloo, man. Listen, this is food right here, guys. Callaloo. We call this callaloo. And one dasheen leaf, we call them callaloo. Basically, what we're doing, we're picking the young baby leaf, you see? The young baby leaf. This is what we cooking, picking, and this is food right here, guys. The good thing about these plants, you can eat their leaf during the summer, during the spring, and in the fall they produce a root crop. So in the fall, what you're doing, you harvesting their root. Yes. This is a rich food source right here, guys. Very rich. To notice, I'm harvesting the young baby leaf. Not these old leaf. Not the old leaf. I'm harvesting the young one. You see the young one? Young one, you see? The young one. So just like this here, this is actually food I'm harvesting right here. So I'm now speaking to you guys, but at least I can harvest dinner at the same time. Ain't this something, guys? Ain't this a blessing? I'm hoping. Hey, Fifi, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Listen to me, these callaloo pushing out so fast, guys. My goodness. I know, listen to me, man. I eat a nice cook down last night with callaloo and okra. I really don't want to taste that, but then that thing was, man, god damn. It nice. And some fresh coconut milk. Whew. Man, that was something, guys. So, yes, guys, like I'm saying, man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I'm hoping that these videos is actually, I see you harvested again. That's what I'm telling you, man. Callaloo again. Yes, I'm hoping that these videos, man, can motivate people and that people could see the independence, some sort of independence in what they're eating. You see what I'm saying? At least you're able to see some sort of independence. And these arrows, these plants, they have maybe like 2 more months before harvest. Let me go down here and harvest a few more. 2 more months before harvest. So right now I'm trying to pick as much of these arrow leaf as I can, because the more I pick, I can store some of them. Okay, all right, let me put you down there. If you notice, the ones them I'm picking, guys, is the young one. Not the old leaf, the young ones then. By the time you put these in the pot, they're melting. But usually, I'll recommend cooking them for at least 45 minutes. They're good in soup. Yeah. You cook them for at least 45 minutes. And you cannot just eat them raw. Alright? You cannot eat them raw, guys. You gotta cook them and eat them. And you gotta cook them for at least 45 minutes. So if you're growing these plants, which you should do some research. Everyone who is interested in this plant should do some research before they start growing it, so they have an understanding about the benefit. They have an understanding about the leaf, how to use the leaf, and all these type of stuff. Okay, so let me go over this next side over here, see what I can get over there. But okay. Oh wow. Again, nice pretty harvest today, man. Wow. Damn. Get a nice pretty harvest today. Okay, let me see what's over here now. Let me see if I can get any from over here. You could get, when you see the leaf them start folding like this, you could also pick them. But once they don't spread out, they don't get all mature. You don't want them when they mature. Well, me, I don't want them like this. This is perfect for me. Yes, Fifi, thank you, thank you. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, man. This is live and direct. You see a lot of weeds in the garden, but I'm not taking them up because very soon all these weeds gonna dry right out and go back to the earth. So I'm not going through that, taking up no weed right at this moment. Everything got to fight for itself right now. The weeds and the plants. All right. All right, all right. Guys, I'm telling you, it's when it's yesterday. I think it's yesterday, whole and hard, you would have to peel the old. Okay, okay. Wait, so, and I focusing on the young one. It's true, you got to peel. Yeah, that's true. I remember we peeling these, the old one, because the young one barely have anything to peel. But the old one like this, there's the skin. This skin, you see this skin here, guys? This got to come off. The outer part have to come off. You don't want to eat that part. You see this skin here? This? So when it get old, this piece, you have to take it off of the skin. And I walking around just picking the young ones. Could you imagine? Yes. But guys, if you haven't learned about this plant is, this is an Edo patch right here. So for the people who don't know about Edo, it's a root crop, and you also could feed from the leaf. Okay? And in the fall, it have, the root is ready maybe in October. So I have 2 more months before I harvest the root of the plant. But right now, I'm feeding off the leaf. I'm feeding off the leaf right at this moment. The leaf them. And this is real food, guys. This is real food right here. I'm telling you all. I've been talking about this plant for how much years now? I recommend this plant to so much people. I give so much people that they could plant. You know what I mean? Because I know the benefit of this thing. I know the benefit. So I'm just trying to keep myself healthy, growing the things that I love, keep myself healthy, try to grow them a certain way that I can get all the nutrition that I need out of them. So this is a pretty nice bungle right here. Pretty nice bungle. If it wasn't so late, it's getting ready to dark, I would have been walking around and scraping out a lot, because you know what too? Now is a good time to take off their top, because this top is what the plant is still feeding these. So if you take them out, thank you Fifi, I appreciate that. If you take them out, the plant gonna be focusing more on the root. So that's something I might look into. But to the people who don't know callaloo, we call this callaloo. Trust me, you need to learn about this food. I did a video, I posted a premiere yesterday. Maybe you guys could check it out if you have the time, where I walk around in the garden and show you all the food you should plant. Because with this type of food, you always have food to eat. You see what I'm saying? So you eating this all through the summer, and then in the fall you still have the root to feed from. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, I can't stop look at these cassava, man. My goodness. Jeez, you. This thing is just standing up. God damn, what a beautiful plant, no man. Watch a beauty. Well, it's two of them. This grass up there is like about 10 feet tall gone up there. This is a cassava and it's overwinter pretty well in the warm zone. Definitely. You see this, guys? This thing is beautiful, man. Thank you for this this cutlet. You see it? You see it? And you know what I'm learning too? I'm learning about the leaf too. I'm learning about the leaf as well. It's good to eat. Don't know, never eat it before, but I'm learning that the leaf is good as well. So even though, I'm telling you right, I'm telling you, this is, yes, I'm telling you, man, wow. Everything goes well next year, I'm gonna be definitely having a whole patch of this thing. Cassava, a whole patch. A whole patch. I just love to see it, man. It's just beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yes, guys, but it's getting late. Gotta get out and go and relax myself now. So, going and sit down now. Let me get some fresh mint here. You see the beauty of this thing, guys? Fresh mint. Fresh mint. So now I'm going to relax myself, sit down, drink a nice cup of fresh chocolate mint. I'm hoping these things motivating you guys. But this is what it's about. It's about motivating you guys how to grow your garden, how to maintain your garden, and what to plant to keep your garden growing continuously until your fall, your last frost in the fall. Your garden should be striving until your last frost. Well, I know some people frost is later than some people, but at the end of the day, you should still have something during the August, September. So once your last frost hit, we understand that's it. But before that, right, the first, right. But before that, you should be eating out of your garden. And this is why you have to think about what you're planting, whether you have a big space or a small space. Think about what you want to plant. This is why You have to pay attention to people who actually doing it and showing it, because you're gonna learn and then you're gonna make you know this is, I can do this. Especially you in the same zone with the person, you should definitely watch the person that you might be able to learn a few things from them. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about learning. It have nothing to do with ego. I'm just sharing this information because I'm willing to share it, because I know it's possible to grow a garden naturally and be successful. So I just want to thank you guys for coming out again. I appreciate you guys. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. Happy gardening, guys. Peace out. Yes, yes, yes. What a beautiful day. Yes, beautiful day. And all your hard work is just paying off. Wow.